Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the weekend and another Monday morning movement and mobility. And I'm still having issues with getting my Instagram to start properly. Every time I hit the button, I must hit it in just a weird way. Anyway, so here we go. I got to redo, set it up again. Morning movement. Oops. And mobility, add title. Put this in here and hit. There we go. Connection is going. All right. So thanks for being here. Thanks for replay viewers for being here. And everything is seemingly a little off this morning. All right, there we go. That's good. That's kind of in the weird spot. Move things. That's better. I think that's good. All right. So welcome replay viewers. Last weekend of February, can't believe it, March is around the corner. Only a few weeks left in winter. Whew. Got snow outside. February, very snowy month this year. Or, maybe not. It just maybe seems more snowy because we didn't have so much snow in January here in Colorado. Anyways, welcome to Morning Movement and Mobility. This is a Saturday session, so we're going to go a little longer, 45 minutes to an hour, and just have a nice start to the weekend, get the body moving, get you warmed up, and feeling good for the day. So let's begin with our standing like a tree meditation, which brings us into the moment and brings our attention and intention into the activity for the next hour. So what you want to do is you want to stand with your feet, toes pointing straight ahead. No toes out to the side, toes straight ahead. Gently or slightly bend your knees. Gently squeeze your glutes so that your your pelvis is just held in a nice position. Arms out in front as if you're holding a bag of groceries or something, but actually a light something like a beach ball. Shoulders down. Long spine. Imagine your spine is getting stretched. And then soft gaze just to the horizon or whatever it is. Nothing, not focusing on anything, and breathing with slow and low with your abdominal breathing through your nose. 2 minutes here. Just easy breathing through your nose. Just relaxing. Feeling your body. Just feeling where you're feeling tension. Just let it relax on its own. Okay, bring your hands just down to your thighs for a moment, rest them there, and then swing them around to your lower back, the back of your hands in your lower back, and then rock back and forward, maintaining your balance over your feet, just little rocking back and forth a few times, and then side to side, hip sway. Still maintaining contact with both feet in the ground, to the ground, and then do the circle motions with your hips like a hula dance, or what are those rings called? The hula rings. Anyway, go in one direction and then go in the opposite direction a few times. All right, awesome. Shake that out. Shake out those legs. Always like shaking out a little bit after doing an exercise, especially one where you're standing still a little bit. All right, so just casual open and closing of the hands. Imagine trying to open spread your fingers as wide as possible, then closing them, just to get some movement in those finger joints. Yeah. All right, good. Now interlace your fingers and clasp your hands together, and palms touching. Just start to do some wrist circles. And if you're just joining us, just jump in and follow along as best you can. And now go the opposite direction with the wrist circles. And now open up your palms. Keep your fingers interlaced, but open your palms so your palms are not touching, and do some more wrist circles in one direction. Just warming up the wrists, and then go in the opposite direction. Yeah, nice. All right, good. And now we're going to do double arm. You're starting with palms up. You're bringing your hands in, and then you're ending with palms as best as you can facing up as well. So wrists, shoulders, elbows, all getting worked here. Important to warm up the shoulder joints. All right, shake that out, and we'll do some shoulder rolls. Rolling backwards first, both shoulders at the same time. Sort of lifting your shoulders up and then letting them drop to the back. Now go forward. So again, lifting them up, bringing them forward and letting them drop. Good. And now both going back at this, alternating going back, sorry. Rolling your shoulders to the back and then rolling them to the forward, to the front. Yeah, excellent. You can feel the heat getting into the shoulders there. Shake that out. Just do a couple easy arm swings like this. And then just a few up and down like that. Awesome. And before we get to the arm swings, I want to quickly drop down to kneeling. We're going to do a little cat and cow, feeling the need for a little cat and cow. So cat is this high arch in the back, like the Halloween black cat, right? I don't get a very high arch, but that's the goal. And again, you're not trying to get an extreme stretch here. You're really just moving your spine through the movements. I tend to prefer the cat and the cow to the standing version of doing this. I feel like I just get a better movement through my spine, though you can do this standing. And as we move into the next group of exercises, we'll get some more of this, but I just wanted to do a little, it felt like I needed to do a little right now. Then when we're down here in this push-up position, I want you to just do a few push-ups, keep your elbows locked, and do the pushing at your shoulders. So your arms remain straight and you're just doing the pushing, you're raising and lowering your upper body just with the shoulders. Just do that a few times. Yeah, good. And then spread your knees a little bit and point your toes, or you can keep your toes curled, and then just gently move back and forth. Keep your head up, looking forward, and then just move back and forth some, like this. You want to maintain this neutral spine. As soon as you feel like your back beginning to round, that's where you want to stop. So you just want to keep this neutral spine and go back and forth just a little bit like this. Head up. And now you come to this bottom position here. Maintain that bottom position. And in this position, just nod your head up and down a few times. All right, excellent. Do a couple more rocks. Yeah. There we go. Just each time you go back, you just want to try and get a little bit further back into that while maintaining that neutral spine. You don't want it overly flexed. You just want it to be, or you don't want an excessive curve here. You just want it to be nice, a nice natural arch to your back. Okay. So now we're going to go back to our arm swings. So, and I think I always forget this in the morning, but I just want to remind you that down here to my right is all the Instagram crowd. Hi, you guys. And then over here, we have YouTube and Facebook right in front of me. Everyone is live. And again, if you're a replay viewer, thanks for catching this. And just so you know who you are, I mean, you're on the device, so you probably have a pretty good idea. But anyways, Instagram, YouTube, and YouTube and Facebook. Okay, so arm swings, feet, just about a fist's width apart. Swing your arms nice and easy. We're going to step back just here. Nice and easy. We do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Double knee bend. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that was 25, but we'll do 5 more because I forgot. Lost count. 2, 3, 4, 5. Double knee bend. Excellent. Now we're going to jump into the spinning whirling dervishes. Keep your eyes looking, keep your head going forward as you spin your shoulder so your chin comes close to the shoulder. Just let your arms swing, but as they come closer to your body, the hand in the front wants to come up and hit you in the shoulder, collarbone area, and the one in the back, you want to hit in about the kidney area. But as they swing, just try and have them nice and relaxed. And as you can see, I am lifting my heels as well to protect the knees as I spin. Spin to the right, I lift my left heel. Spin to the left, I spin. I raise my right heel. All right, that's good. That feels pretty good. Feels the arms feeling loose, which is good. Anybody remember that? What was that song? Nice and loose, like a long neck goose, or something like that. Anybody? That was a song I remember hearing growing up. Anyway, all right. So now we're going into our second arm swing exercise, and this one is 3 count. 1, 2 is this bent elbow, and then 3 is extension, shoulder, all the way from ankle, knee, hip, shoulder, elbow, hand, as if you're shooting a basketball, but your hands are staying level with your eyes. So they're, instead of going up, they're going out like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and just drop down. You get a little knee bend. Everything sort of flexes in your hips, knees, and ankles, and then you extend, right? I don't know what number we're on. We'll do a few more. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll go to 15, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then back to our swings here. Try to do like 25 of these. I seldom remember to count from the beginning, so then I just do a fair number of them and call it good. All right, that seems good. Shake that out. Nice. Okay. So now breathing. We're going to do, your feet should be fairly close together here. You're going to bend. I'll go from the side here first. Bend, just push your hips back, keeping your legs straight, and then just let yourself unfold over. So you want to be bending all through your back. And breathe in as you go down, and then exhale as you come up. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. If you have difficulty flexing in this position because of some lower back issue, then just stand by for a couple seconds, and I'll show you an exercise you can do in lieu of this. We'll do a couple more of these. Breathing in. And again, you're not trying to force this stretch. You're just taking what the body's giving you right at this moment. Like when I started, I wasn't able to touch the ground, and now I can touch the ground with my fingertips. One more. Now, if you have flexion sensitivities, then we can do this one. We'll do 5 of this one. So again, feet fairly close together. You bring your hands down in front of you, palms facing the ground, fingertips just barely touching. Look at your fingers, tips, and then follow them as you raise your arms, breathing in at the same time. And then as you get above your head, push against the sky, and then bring your eyes down to the horizon, and then drop your arms and exhale. So inhale, following your fingers, and then push up, and then drop your arms, exhaling. Look down to your fingers. Follow them up. Push against the ceiling. Drop your eyes to the horizon. Exhale as your arms come down. 2 more. Push up. 1 more. Push up. Awesome. Awesome. Now we're going to do our sun salutation. So if this is the first time here watching this, just follow along as best you can. I'll describe what we're doing as we move through it. Again, we're going to shoot for 12 of these. And so, you could do 6, 8, whatever, just do as many as you can. If this is your first time, maybe try and do 6 or 8, whatever works for you. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in as we reach back, and then exhale as we bend over. Then we're going to step back with our right foot, lift our chest. We're in a lunge position. Breathe in here, and then step back into what's called downward dog. Exhale. Come forward onto our stomachs, point our toes, lift our chest. Inhale. Push back into downward dog. Exhale. Step forward with the left foot. Lift the chest. Inhale. Step forward with the right foot. You're bent over. Exhale. Stand up. That's 1 rep. We repeat the same thing on the other side. Inhale. Bend over. Exhale. Step back with the left foot. Lift the chest. Inhale. Step back with the right foot. Exhale. Come forward onto the stomach, point the toes. Lift the chest. Inhale. Push back into downward dog. Exhale. Step forward with the right foot. Inhale. As you lift your chest, step forward with your left foot. Exhale. Stand up. That's 2 reps. So that's the movement. We're just going to do that another 10 times. Again, follow along as best you can. Always As we're opening the chest, we're breathing in, and when we're folding over, we're breathing out. I think this is rep 5. It's okay to go at your own pace or to match my pace. It's pretty easy to lose track of where you are. Again, you don't have to make everyone a perfect stretch. As your body becomes more accustomed to it, warms to it, you get more range of motion out of it. I think we have 2 more or 4 more to go. Inhale. Exhale, step back with the right foot. Step back with the left foot. Come forward. Lift the chest. Downward dog. Step forward with the left foot. Step forward with the right foot. Exhale. Step back with the left foot. Step back with the right foot, downward dog. Come forward. Back to down dog. Exhale. Step forward with the right foot. Step forward with the left foot. Exhale. Stand up. 2 more. Last one. Awesome job. Sun salutations there. All right. Now we're going to do Hindu push-ups. So Hindu push-ups, you start from the downward dog position. You scoop in into a push-up position like this. You're on your toes and your arms are straight and you're kind of arched in the back, and then you push or extension in the back, and then you push back into downward dog, and then up like that. Now, to make this easier, instead of scooping, you can come forward, drop down, and then arch like that. Try to keep your shoulders down, pulling, push, always pushing away, and then back like that, forward, down, like this. Even easier is to come to your knees first, then down, and then up like this. Knees down, extend like that. Okay? All right. Have to shake it out for a second here to before we do. We're going to do 12 of these, okay? So let's begin. Pick the way you want to do them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nice work. Great. Okay. Hindu squats are up next. I'll show you I always have to adjust these rugs. They're always moving. Just tends to get on my nerves a little bit. So Hindu squats, 3 count exercise. Start with your feet about hip widths apart, toes pointed out. So your arms come back, swing back. 1, you drop down into this position. You're up on your toes, knees are bent, ankles are bent. Chest is upright. We're not bent over. We're upright like this. And then we stand up. 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Now, if you need support, you can have a chair. You can put your hand on a chair, back of a chair, a table, anything where you can do this. I have a broom handle. I have this PVC pipe. Just put 2 hands on it, and then you can do your Hindu squats like this, okay? So now for these, we're doing 24. 24 of them. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and one more for good measure. In the rhythm there, hitting up 25. Okay, last thing for this series of movements are our thoracic bridges. So this is, you're going to sit down on the ground, knees bent, feet flat on the floor, your hands behind you supporting your upper body with your fingers pointing away from you. And then you're going to raise your hips. You want to concentrate on squeezing your glute muscles. Okay? So that's 1 repetition. Just up and down like that. Now, for some of you, it might feel tight in the shoulders and uncomfortable in the arms as well, if that's the case, just straighten your legs and scoot your butt out a little bit until you feel just a slight discomfort in the stretching. You don't want pain, just a little discomfort in the stretching, and just to sit there like that while we go through the reps. And over time, that you'll get strengthened there, and then you'll be able to do this maneuver. So we're going to do 12. 1, just let your head go back. 2, naturally come forward and back. 3, really squeeze the glutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Very nice. Okay. Awesome. So that was our sun salutation routine. We had the arm swings, the breathing, the whole sun salutation sequence, then Hindu push-ups, Hindu squats, and thoracic bridges. So that's just like a beautiful way to move in the day. And the idea behind these is you want to build up. So you're doing this for the sun salutations, the Hindu push-ups, and the thoracic bridges. You're doing the number of repetitions for your age. So 52 for me. I'm only at 12. I'm working up to 52, right? And double that for the Hindu squat. So 104. Now we're going to do some dynamic leg stretchings. The ones I'm working on now are just forward swings like this. Just start easy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, you're just, when you start, you might, as the muscle warms up, you're going to be able to kick higher. So you're not trying to hit maximum range from the start. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we do 10 of those each leg. And then I do an arm, double arms. Here, let me step back. Double arm. And at the top, do like a double pump. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Do 5 to 8 of these. 1, 2, 1, 2. And then double with the split arms. 1, and again, the double pump at the top. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we'll go back to the leg swings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you could use a chair, a table, just something, a bookshelf over here, just something to hold on to if you need balance. You want to work towards you don't need it for balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then back to arm swings. I think we're going to work on 4 of these, 4 sets of each of them. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then splits. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Back to leg swings. Just a nice. This is a nice, just back and forth action that we got going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Double arms overhead. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, splitting the arms. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 2 more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now one more. I'm going to raise this up just a little bit like this. Whoops. There you go. And now, last round of each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Now the arms. Double. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1 more, 1, 2. All right, great. And now opposites. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Great. All right. That was good for our dynamic stretching. Now we'll move on to some static stretching. We're going to start with the hip flexor. So I'm going to kneel down. I'm on my right knee. Just going to have my hands on my waist, or you can push your hands in the small of your back and push forward here. And you're stretching this hip flexor along the front side of your right hip. You want to squeeze your right glute. We'll go for about 30 seconds here. Chest up, just looking forward. Just breathe nice and easy. You want to stay vertical. You can also raise this right hand to just get a little bit more of a stretch. You'll feel it a little bit higher in your abdomen when you reach up. Good. Now we'll switch sides. On the rear leg, you can have your toes curled or you can point your foot, whichever is more comfortable. Again, you want to keep this nice straight upper body, squeezing the same side glute muscle, butt muscle as hard as you can and pushing into that. Reach up. Just nice and easy breathing here. And good. And then we'll do, I like to do these in pairs sometimes. So we'll do this hamstring stretch once. So here you're going to clasp your hands behind your back. Bend your knees slightly and just push your hips back, keeping your chest up so your back remains flat and looking forward, but not overly cranking your neck. You want to feel a nice stretch right back here in your hamstrings. And just push back into that. Breathe. Each time you exhale, maybe just get a little bit more of a stretch out of it. It'll feel like it's getting tighter as you're doing it. Okay, bend your knees and stand up. We'll go back to this hip flexor stretch. It's good to do these a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. So again, just squeezing the glute, pushing with your hips forward. You can raise your hand here. Keep your breathing nice and low. And switch sides. Yeah, you're holding your arm up for that length of time can get a little tiring. You could start with it like this, and then when it starts to feel tired, you could bring your arm down and put them back on your waist. Again, the key is keeping your hips square, chest up, squeezing the same side glute that protects your lower back and signals that hip flexor on the front just to relax a little bit more. All right, awesome. Now, I'm going to do this hamstring stretch one more time. So again, feet about shoulder widths apart or narrower, it's up to you. Clasp your hands up behind your back and then just folding at the waist, keeping your spine straight, looking forward just a little bit. You have a slight knee bend. Really feel the stretch here in your hamstrings, the back of your legs. Just keep pushing back into that. Your weight is on your heels. Your toes might even feel like they're coming up off the ground a little bit. If you straighten your legs just a little bit, you might feel an intensification of that stretch as well. And just holding it just a little bit longer. I lose track of time. 30 seconds to a minute is good. All right, then bend your knees and stand up. And we'll drop down into this modified hurdler stretch for stretching the glute muscle here. And so my left leg is in front, bent at 90 degrees at the knee, and my back leg is behind me. I put my right hand on my left foot, and my left hand's out to the side, pushing away from the ground. And with chest up, I lean forward, looking ahead. It's almost as if there's a spotlight on my chest shining forward, and I just lean over this knee. You feel a stretch on the sort of in the outside of your glute muscle. You want to be sure that you're not dropping into the shoulder. You want to be pushing away from on your arm, pushing away so your shoulder is extended there. All right, switch legs. I'll show that to you on this side too, so you get a better look. Now we're right knee forward, left hand on right foot. And so I don't drop down into like this where my shoulder's an earring. I'm pushing away with that right hand and leaning over this left knee. You should feel a stretch on the sort of outside of your thigh up near your glute muscle. It's key to keep your back straight for this and that leaning from the hips and not sort of bending in your spine. Awesome. So we're going to go back to the other side, get another one, another stretch on the left leg. Hips up or chest up, sorry. So each time you come back to this, you get a little bit more of a stretch. Awesome exercise to do at night before bed, watching TV or whatever. Just sit down on the floor and do this. It's better, it's definitely better for your back than lie as I do, sitting in the couch with my back all rounded, spend all this time trying to improve my posture, and then I flop down in the sofa and let my back round and blow all of my hard work. Do this instead. All right. We switched legs. Sorry, I forgot to say I switched legs. But again, just leaning out over here. We got one more stretch after this, and we will, and then we'll be done. All right, so now we're going to do this. It's upper spinal floor twist. So you're going to lie on your left side. So your knees are bent at 90 degrees and your hips as well. And you're going to take your left hand and put it on your right knee. And then you're going to open up to the left, to the right. So your right arm is pointing to the right. And you want to be sure that you keep your hips stacked on top of each other. You don't want your right hip sliding to the right. You want them to stay stacked. And then just lie here, breathing nice and easy. Look to the right as well. We'll just take this one a little bit longer on each side and just do one of these. The ultimate goal is to have your shoulders flat on the ground. And I have my range of motion is definitely better on my right side, going to my right side than to my left side. And when we're ready, what you do is you bring your right hand back over to the left side, and then you roll over onto your right side. So now I'm on my right side. My right hand is on my left knee. And then I open up to the left. Again, I want to keep those hips stacked on top of each other. and look to the left. Just breathe in and out. You can take a fairly deep breath in. And as you exhale, just let everything relax. And just feel the stretch just open up just a little bit more. And actually, we have one more thing to do after this. I forgot, but it's an easy one. All right. Now bring that left arm over to the right side and now roll over onto your back. And your feet are going to be about a little bit wider than hip widths apart. Feet flat on the ground. Just let your arms lie on the ground, palms down, and then just gently rock left and right, like your legs are windshield wipers. And just do this 10 to 12 times. This is a nice reset for your hip spine connection after doing all the stretches and twisting and bending and whatnot. All right, that's good. And that's it for our Saturday morning movement and mobility. I hope you all have a great Saturday. It looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty nice day here in Colorado. And it's awesome to have had you here. And we will going to be skiing in Taos this weekend. So won't be here on Monday morning. We'll be back on Tuesday. Hey, Charlotte, if you're still on, awesome to see you. Thanks for being here. And Instagram viewers, thanks for being here. Thanks for the replay viewers for catching this later on. And YouTubers and Facebook Livers, awesome to have you here as well. Again, we'll be back on Tuesday morning, 6:30 Mountain Time. And we'll see you then. Until then, have a great weekend and stay safe out there. Cheers. All right, YouTubers and Facebookers, we'll see you later. Have a great weekend. Cheers.